Sagittarius, this will be quite an in-depth reading, okay? First looking into love, romance, and relationships, and then into your career, finance, and creative pursuit. And have a look and see what's coming up for you in love, romance, and relationships. What's this situation here for some of you? Okay, you've got the Emperor, followed by the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups has come up twice here. Interesting. Is there a water sign you're working with? Because this King or this Aries has come up here as well for some of you. Okay, there's definitely some sort of confrontation I can see, especially in this first column here. The Four of Swords in conjunction with the Five of Wands. Now, if this is someone you're working with, I don't know, for those that are working with someone that you love, someone that you're involved with romantically, there might be a bit of tension. I'm not sure why that's coming up, but look, especially if you are in some sort of group setting and you're working with people you're genuinely quite close to, you've got quite a bond with them. I'm sensing here that there's going to be someone that's going to go against your opinion here. And it might be a fire sign, a fellow fire sign, so it might even be a Sagittarius, although there is an Emperor coming through who is an Aries. Okay, this person is coming in quite forward, quite confrontational, okay, and there's a lot of stubbornness around this person. They're willingly going to go against you, okay? This is also competition with the Five of Wands. This person is either competing with you against something. It could be for a job if you've applied for a job. It could be to come out on top. I mentioned going from strength to strength. I'm not sure if this person wants to showcase how strong they are, how strong their skill set is. I feel like because they're coming up with this kind of energy, they're quite, you know, it's quite an intense thing happening here. Okay, Sagittarius, over on this side, what's happening in love, romance, and relationships for Sagittarius? Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay, that's very interesting. You've got the King of Chalices and the Queen of Cups. They're a couple, mind you, and they're here. This is quite powerful for those that are possibly working with someone you're romantically involved with or you're interested in. I actually see you coupling up this month, either on a date or emotionally. The two of you are meeting up together and having something quite beautiful. So it can definitely be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So for those that have your eye on someone like this, I feel like that bond is strengthening in a very powerful way here. Now, I feel like this water sign is coming in quite... They're very ready for commitment. I'm not sure if you feel the same way. But I feel like they've invested a lot of emotion in you, or their emotions are growing in a very powerful way here. I don't know if there's competition coming in with the Nine of Wands, because I often associate competition with this card, or perhaps someone feeling a little bit envious of you. It might be a fellow fire sign, so it might be an Aries, Sag, or Leo feeling that Nine of Wands energy, or this could be you here. But if it's you, Sagittarius, I definitely feel like there's a confrontation or something that you have to back down from. And the reason I think you're going to have a confrontation is because of judgmental words, okay? The Judgment card is sitting right below the Knave of Swords, which does have those sharp, spiteful words I did mention. Okay, it's documentations, it's communication. Someone could be a little bit judgmental here. They might mean well, okay? It's not vicious. They might mean well, because the Eight of Pentacles is here, and the Eight of Pentacles is resources. It's quite a constructive energy, so I feel like that could be constructive criticism that gets taken the wrong way. I think it's by you, Sagittarius. I think you might take this the wrong way, but I did mention miscommunication, so it's important you read those subliminal messages as well, because the intent behind someone's words, that's what needs to be investigated. But look, in relationships, I do sense that this is coming up for some of you. You're not going to like what someone says or what someone communicates, actually. They might tell you some news here. I feel like this angel resembles the angel Gabriel coming to warn Mary of her pregnancy. I feel like this angel heralds some sort of news here. Now, it might be an earth sign that's giving you this news, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. If it is an earth sign, I feel like they're either going to say to you things are getting too complex, or they're at a very sensitive time right now, okay? Silk is very sensitive. It can be gone in minutes, you know. We walk through the spider's web and it's gone, okay? It's a masterpiece on its own, but it's something's getting a little bit delicate or a little bit touchy here with an earth sign. This is why I think the Strength card came up for you. I think it's a period where you need to show a lot of resilience. or you need to hold steadfast, okay? You've got some sort of boundary, something that you won't tolerate or you won't put up with, Sag. You've established some sort of wall, some sort of allegiance or trust, or boundaries. You know, I can see boundaries here with the people, some sort of resilience here. And I think the message for you in romance on this side is for you to hold steadfast, you to be strong and stubborn in your ways. Okay, because there might be someone here, specifically you only have the Leo here, but with the Strength card, but the Leo energy is pride, okay? The Leo wants to lead, the Leo is stubborn, the Leo, you know, there is no two leaders of the pact, there's one leader, so only one can be top dog, only one can be dominant, only one's decision can echo or can mean something. And I don't know if this is you, if you're trying to get more independence or dominance in a relationship here, but that could be the case as well. But I love these softer cards here, okay, like the Queen of Cups. This is genuine love. Someone is coming in that really cares for you, Sagittarius. They really cares for you, but for some, I feel like you are the Nine of Wands and you're going to hold your distance because I don't think you're ready. The Ace of Swords here, there's something about a fight. Will you be tired of fighting for them, or they have to constantly fight for your attention, or fight for words or for reassurance? Maybe, you know, maybe this isn't you. Maybe this is another fire sign you're dealing with, and the roles are reversed here. But you're going to keep working hard at it, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is here. This is about abundance, and you know, once the spider weaves all his webs, he has a grand masterpiece. So just know it's all part of the grand design. There's something that you will learn from this. So there's lessons, definitely lessons to be learned here. Karmic lessons is what the Judgment card points to. But I do think these issues have to be addressed because this is the only way you'll grow as an individual, but also as a couple. Let's move over to the other side here. What's happening with the beautiful Three of Chalices, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Chalices. Wow, okay, for those that are dealing with a Cancer, this is a destined union, or you're receiving some sort of validation from the universe. This is a very, very beautiful connection that's definitely meant to be for you. Okay, you've got the 4, the 5, and the 6, consecutive numbers coming through here. Again, an air sign, strong air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in over there on this side. But something about communication. And an outpour. There's something about release, tension release, emotions. Again, I feel like it's the earth sign. The earth sign, there's a lot of pressure that's building up on an earth sign around you. Either they're feeling a lot of pressure from you, or they're wanting to go at a slow pace. But there's, you know, it's not always pressure. It can be like an easy flow of something. So maybe this is like an easy flow, okay? Things flowing along nicely. I do sense that if you are dealing with a Taurus, Cap, Virgo, things are flowing quite steadily here, but there's something about a release or a tension or an outpour. Definitely growth here as well, but help given and help received comes up with the Six of Pentacles. In particular, more with an earth sign here. The water sign in particular, the Cancer, is very strong, okay? Cancer is also a very strong attachment. They're quite codependent, these signs. They're very emotionally sensitive. You might find yourself even obsessing over someone here. You've got the Four of Swords. She's in a bit of a slumber, almost in a trance or a hypnosis. So some of you either might be making a Cancer, an air sign, an earth sign feeling like they're hypnotized over you, feeling like they're even borderline obsessed over you, Sag, or you might be feeling obsessed or quite, you know, obsessive or, you know, overwhelmed by an air sign or a water sign. Okay, there's a very strong buildup of emotions. I do want to mention, if you're not dealing with a Cancer sign, I feel like in relationships, someone wants to build up the past again, and it could be a water sign. Cancerians hold on to the past. So there's someone around you romantically that has held on to your history. You've either dated them before, you haven't heard from them in a while, maybe they've been single, maybe you've been single. That card of independence here. This person will reach out to you. Five of Swords. They're still hurting. So when they reach out to you, they're going to be uber sensitive here, Sag. So this might be a message that you need to be a little bit considerate in your approach, or you might be wanting to approach someone that you've hurt before. Okay, with the Cancer card, you're still holding on to some sort of emotional attachment. You're still wanting to approach this person, but you maybe sleep on it. Okay, take time to meditate and think and construct about how you're going to approach this person or this situation, because chances are with the Five of Swords, something could erupt unintentionally, because words, I feel like words can be miscommunicated. But look at the intention behind it, the Three of Cups. This is someone that wants to celebrate your history, celebrate your success, celebrate how far you've come as people. So the intention behind on this side is genuine, okay? It's emotional. The reason they're still so sensitive is because they still care, okay, Sag? They still care. Let's have a look at your career, though, on this side. Career, creative pursuits, and finances. Okay, this card definitely wants to come out. Got the World card, Seven of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, the good thing is some of you've got wonderful opportunities coming in. The Ace of Wands, the universe, the gods, the angels. There's a new job offer coming in for you. It's a time to act or a time to launch something, okay? Either publish something to the world, post something to your social media, get yourself out there in the world, because I feel like a lot of people will have their eyes on you, okay? A lot of people will be talking about you, talking about your work, about your brand, your marketing, your business, your creative pursuits, something that you're going to publish or put out there for the online world to see, or for the real world to see, or for a community group to see. People are going to be gossiping too, okay? I'm seeing, again, communication. There's a lot of gossip around you this month. I don't know if it directly is about you, but it definitely involves you in some capacity. So it might even be that there's a lot of gossip about a person very close to you that you work with, because that Four of Swords, you know, the vengeance of Horus, the Seven of Swords is deceit, okay? Beating around the bush, an air sign not being honest, or there's someone around you that's not communicating their true intentions, how they really feel. Try to be strong in this situation. It's definitely going to be imbalanced in career. If you are looking for a new job, maybe it might be best not to tell too many people about it, because I see that there might be gossip about you wanting to move on. The World card can often symbolize completion, or that you're looking to find new stability elsewhere. And it could very much involve, you know, living abroad, moving abroad. Some of you might have an opportunity to move interstate or relocate for the purposes of work or creative pursuits. And that's all very good and exciting, but it might not sit well with someone around you. And I don't know if you work with these people or these are your family members or friends, but there's people that are actually going to be deeply hurt or troubled by the opportunities that are going to come to you. And I don't know if it's the distance thing. The World card can often bring distances. I don't know if it's the commuting, it's the distance. It might not sit well with a partner, for example, the extra commute time. This might be a bit challenging. Okay, strength is needed. So I feel like to be strong, you at least need to try it here, Sag. So don't say no just yet. Obviously, each situation varies and each situation is quite different. But I would try to keep an open mind with this, because I sense that, you know, it's an opportunity worth looking into. I feel like it's been placed in your path by a higher power, because it's going to open the world to you, or it's going to open up a world of opportunities here. But definitely a lot happening, especially if you're working in media or the online realm, publishing, creative pursuits, social media, anything where you're sort of doing advertising and marketing, when you're reaching a lot of people around the world. I think there's a lot of, this is definitely heightened for you. The Hangman, for those of you, if you've been trying to apply for a new opportunity, you've taken action, could be an interview, could be a Skype interview or something. I feel like you're going to be held in suspense here. Okay, the Four of Swords, rest, retreat, withdrawal. Some of you might even take time off work because there's a lot of gossip or scandal happening here. It could be that, but I feel like some of you might be involved in a bit of a waiting game with the Hangman here. I also feel like someone is going to be blamed for something in the workplace. Could be you, Sag, or it could be someone who's quite close to you. Because the Hangman was condemned for something he did that was frowned upon, that was obviously wrong, or wasn't company culture, because it's in relation to career. It wasn't company standard or company culture. It wasn't the conventional approach of doing something, or something along these lines. And what I'm seeing here is that someone needs to be punished or be held accountable. And I can see a lot of people treading lightly about the blame game, who to point the finger at. So say, for example, if you have a business, you might find that multiple employees aren't owning up to a certain situation that may occur during this time. And this might be a bit of a tricky situation here because they're not giving away too much. There could also be someone that's deceitful around you. It could be a manager, could be someone you work with. They're avoiding telling you the truth here. You're going to have to stay stubborn, stay strong, because words will be miscommunicated. And again, intention over here, intention is genuine over here. Over here, not so much, okay? I'm not seeing genuine, good intention on that side. So something you have to be vigilant about, I think, in the upcoming month. Let's have a look at the other side, though. Three of Chalices, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Chalices, my God. Seven of Wands, the Judgment, the Hierophant, last card, the Knight of Cups. Okay, I like this. I see a contract over on this side for some of you. Judgment is coming, some sort of review or presentation or opinion. There'll be an opportunity for you to present your work or to give your feedback on something that'll be taken upon by someone higher than you, someone in an authoritarian position, or there will be a massive decision made based on your judgment or your work. Judgment can often indicate contracts, legalities, a decision, an important decision, okay? Judgment is... well, because this is a medieval deck based on the Bible, this is a medieval Italian deck based on the Bible, the Judgment card in this really signifies Judgment Day, okay? To make sure, you know, it's almost like in the career place, there might be a lot more consistency or stability, because there might be a higher power, because the Hierophant's quite powerful, there might be a higher power or a Taurian boss who's wanting to ensure, with the Judgment card next to the Hierophant, this person or this board of directors or whoever it is, they want to ensure that people are doing the right thing. So there's going to be a lot more checkup. It could be like stock takes, could be like audits, it could be like performance reviews, business improvement plans, personal improvement plans. You know, it could be a plethora of things, but the aim of the game is to get stability happening here and to make everyone feel happy and secure. So I do see some sort of tweaks being made, especially if you've been protesting or there's something you've been wanting to change in the workplace. The Seven of Wands often is someone that's very opinionated or has a very opinionated energy, someone that is standing very steadfast because they have an opinion and they want to get their point across, or they want to be heard more so. So I think if you've been rallying up against something, or there's been a group of your employees rallying up for better pay, okay, pay is here, better working hours, more reviews, you know, more meticulous approach to paperwork or strategy maybe, I feel like this is going to be granted. I see an outcome. The Judgment card often symbolizes an outcome, or finally deliberating a major decision here. And I do see you, a group of people, especially these two monks, looking to the Hierophant, and they're very devoted, okay? The monks have exceptional dedication to their faith, to their God, especially to their leader, to the Vicar of Christ, which is the Pope, which is this Hierophant that sits here with the Pope Regalia. And I feel like there's inspiration, but there's definitely management or someone high up that might come visit you or might make some major announcements, okay, or reissue contracts or paperwork even. The Hierophant as a Taurian symbol is also about possession and money. So I'm not sure if some of you are getting a pay rise, but remember I mentioned that genuine building up of things. There's a reason to celebrate with the Three of Chalices, and I'm wondering if you are, you know, the next step, the Three Chalices built up very nicely here, if everything is aligning here, or you're reaching the next level. Some of you are reaching the next level in your career or in your paycheck, because Taurian energy very much rules money and finance and ownership and things. And there is the offer in the form of the Knight of Cups here. But some of you will have an increased workload, okay? It could definitely be quite an intense period in the workplace. There could be a romantic offer here from someone that's coupled up or already married for some of you. I don't know if it's an affair. I don't know if you're opposed to it, Sag, but I think this is coming into your work career. There might be an offer of commitment, an offer of love from someone here as well. And if there is, it's a karmic connection, or some of you might be working with someone that you're romantically involved with or will be romantically involved with. Something to look out for here, Sag. That's quite interesting. Nonetheless, I will leave it at that. I do hope this reading has been insightful.